season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Blue Devils offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
He takes it at the 45. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10.
42 Spider.
It's a draw. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he's stopping behind the line of scrimmage, trying to break out the spin move and still couldn't get loose. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to...
Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on second down. Gets it out quickly. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games. How much...
Touchdown, Blue Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Toss sweep to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Finds his tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them. They're already off to a great start.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it.
Turning it on! Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
The short hands, it's Boston. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Boston. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. got it in the middle. It's Boston.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes. And the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, North Carolina State! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
There he goes. Oh, it's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Quickly to the tight end. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Got a man. It's Boston. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got it at the 44 on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Davis. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. From the 33, it's first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Wolfpack now operating in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Looking for a man. It's Bryant. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Fires into the end zone. Finds his big tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Jackrabbit.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, partner. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Denson. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. And the Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
To throw, it's Bryant. Got a man, it's Davis. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Grab near the marker. It's Boston. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. see uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he's going to bring it out. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the move. Running into the open space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Working that left side. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Across the 50, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Caught. Runs through the tackle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the counter. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And that would be the definite. Down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick to make those plays over the middle.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Barlow. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. To the ground, he's got it again. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And now tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's right. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll be content with the field position. Fair catch right around the 30-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think
Oh, he's got some space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
and he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
Man, it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his man. It's Parrish. Turning it on. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catches signaled for and made. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. After the big first down sack, it's second down.
Jackrabbit.
Wants to throw. It's Matthews. Quick strike complete. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
Teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.